What's up, everybody? It's me, your teacher, Mr. Scheider. Welcome to your new chapter on integers. I'm excited for this one, and you guys should be too. Because today, no fractions. Not a single fraction in this lesson today. We're going to be talking about positive and negative numbers now. You may have been introduced to these a little bit. We're going to take it a little bit more in depth. We're going to start off nice and smooth. So, right here, let's talk about what integers are. It's a fancy word for the numbers you see right here on this number line. The best way I can teach these integers, or the idea to think about what an integer is, to remember that, is numbers on a number line. Now, can you put any number you want on a number line? Sure. But typically on a number line, we have 0, and then we go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up. But now we're going to include negative numbers, which go backwards, right? They read backwards. It's like the upside down, if you've ever seen Stranger Things. So once we have this concept of what an integer is, we're going to move into where to place them on a number line and how to do that. These are integers, these types of numbers here. And obviously, numbers go up infinitely. They also go down infinitely, right? But these are the types of numbers we're talking about. They look like whole numbers. Numbers that are not integers. 1.2 is not an integer. It's a partial number. No decimals are integers. How about 1 and 5/6? How about a fraction? No, it's not, because it's a partial number. It's not a whole number. How about negative? Because Mr. Scheider, you said the negatives are integers, right? How about negative 1/2? How about that? No, it's not, because it's a fraction. No decimals or fractions or anything like that are considered integers. Just positive and negative whole numbers. Okay? So, let's talk about the types of questions we're going to be having today. The first type of question here is going to ask for a type of integer to represent a situation. Okay. Now this is going to require some kind of basic real world knowledge of things and maybe some vocab. So if you don't understand a word, guys, you're sitting at a computer. Google it. Find out the meaning of that word, right? So you're not looking silly. Okay, the first situation here is to explain or find an integer for the situation and explain the meaning of 0. Like, where does 0 go in this? A 10-yard loss. So if you know about football, you can lose 10 yards. If you're standing in a specific spot on the football field and the other team tackles you backwards, it's called a loss. You can actually lose yards. You can go backwards from where you are. And we would say that this loss is represented by a negative 10, right? Because you're going backwards. Your starting point would be considered 0, and you move back 10, right? So it will be a loss of 10 yards. Right, so those are the types of questions we're going to be asking today. Next one, write an integer for this type of situation. So go ahead and think about this situation right here, and let's see if you understand this. Right, 4 inches of rain above normal. Consider what we would think to be normal, okay, or the idea of normal. What would 4 inches above rainfall? Key word here. Above, right? If we're talking about positive and negative numbers, above would probably mean positive, below would probably mean negative. So what we're talking about here is a positive 4. But have you ever written a plus sign in front of your positive numbers to show that they're positive? No, we never have, right? Every single number we've ever used, we never put a plus sign in front of it. So you don't have to. You can if you want to, you're not wrong. But just writing the number positive by itself is totally fine. It does not need a plus sign in front of it. But some people do that. Okay. So what we would say is that this is a positive 4 in this case. So there's 4 inches of rain above normal. Be positive. Next one. A $48 deposit into a savings account. Key word here, deposit. Now, if we don't know what the word deposit means, you need to look it up. Luckily, I'm your teacher and I'm going to tell you. Deposit means to add money to, right? So if I go to the bank and I deposit money, that means I'm putting money into my account. That's a good thing, right? That means the money in my account is going to increase. and increasing is positive. Okay, so deposit is a good thing. You're putting money in, it's increasing. So what we would say for the number 48 in this case is that it is a positive 48. So I would just write a 48. Now again, you can put a plus sign in front of it, that's okay, but we've never really done that before. No reason to start now. It's a positive 48. Now that we've got an idea of some of these positive and negative number situations, we're going to start to graph them. We're going to put them on number lines. So we're going to have number lines like this, and I'm going to say, I want you to graph -7 on a number line. So you're going to look at the number line, and this may seem tedious, but it's important. You're going to find -7, and you're going to put a little dot right there and show me, hey, that's where -7 is. As opposed to a +7, which is all the way up here. Look how far apart those are, really. Some people are like, oh, well, 7 is the same thing. No, it's not. Look how far away they are. Okay, so I'm going to give you a number, and you're going to put it on the number line. So let's take a look at this one right here. Just go ahead, and you guys don't have to write this down. If you could, please, it's great. Go ahead and write the number line down yourself. I'll show you how quick and easy it is. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines on here. There you go. -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. Look how quick and easy that was. Nice, fast number line. And now you guys can practice this yourself as well. I need you to plot the points. -3, 0, -2, and 4 on the number line that you drew. Go ahead and do that for me, and let's see if you got them right. Hopefully you're unpausing the video now. It's a quick pause. -3 is down here below 0, right? To the left of 0 is down here. It's the lowest number that we have on this list. Then we have 0, which is right there in the middle. Then we have -2, right down here. And then we have 4, which I guess is on that number line up there. I can add it to it. That's okay. It's right above the 3. Right? And that's what I'm asking you guys to do. Recognize positive and negative numbers and their importance and their comparison to each other. Let's try one more here. Number lines can go up and down too. It doesn't really have to be left and right. Think of like a thermometer. You know, because you know how temperatures can be in the negatives, right? It's really, really cold outside. It could be like -10 degrees. So sometimes thermometers and stuff, the way they're standing up like this will tell you, oh, well, it's getting down into the negatives. So it's good to recognize that too. Go ahead and plot these numbers on there for me. Draw your number line real quick, plot them on there. Pause the video. And hopefully you're coming back to me with an answer. Okay, so we've got 8, -6, -9, and 5. 8 is positive, so it's going to be up above 0, right there. -6 is negative, down below 0, right there. -9, down below 0. I don't see -9 on my chart, but I do know that 9 is in between 8 and 10, so it's probably right there, even though it's not listed. And then 5 is positive. I don't see it on my number line either, but I know it's between 4 and 6 there because I know how to count, I think. And that's how we graph on a number line. So that's what I'm going to ask you guys to do in your assignment today. Hopefully it goes well for you. And if you have questions, let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.